Nvidia has also benefited from being in this region, in China. We came over 25 years ago. Nvidia design centers in Hong Kong, Pudong, Beijing, Shenzhen have many proud HKUST alums and longtime colleagues who have helped me build Nvidia. They've also helped build China's technology ecosystem from the very beginning. We've had the benefit and the great joy and privilege of watching the amazing technology industry form in China.
Jensen Huang speaking at a university in Hong Kong where he received an honorary doctorate at the weekend. Let's bring in our tech reporter Annabelle Droulers. Belle, so this was a big honor for Jensen Huang. What exactly did he talk about?
Yeah, big honor for Jensen Huang, but I think also a big honor for all of those students in attendance. What a way for you to finish your academic studies by hearing directly from the CEO of one of the world's most powerful, one of its most biggest companies as well. But Jensen Huang in Hong Kong over the weekend, where you can see him here, he was receiving an honorary doctorate in engineering from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. And as you just heard there, he spoke at that address. And really, this was a moment for him to make that case for global cooperation, because you think about that tight balancing act that Nvidia has. It's not only between business operations in the US and also the revenue it's generating from China, but of course it has major partners like TSMC sitting in Taiwan. So Huang really took the moment to emphasize that call and that need for harmony. But that's not to say, of course, he's not thinking about what that will look like with President Trump back in the White House. And there was actually a press briefing that followed his address, and we had a chance to ask him about how that cooperation could end up being undermined by rising US-China tensions. Take a listen.
I don't know what's going to happen with the new administration, but whatever happens, we'll balance simultaneously compliance with laws and policies, continue to advance our technology and support and serve customers all over the world. We'll continue to do that, and we'll be able to do that just fine.
So that was actually in response to our question at the press briefing, and again, just sort of echoes what we heard from Jensen Huang last week, because we had earnings and he was sort of asked something around this topic, but essentially Nvidia is, of course, pledging to continue following any US restrictions on semiconductor or advanced computing technology to China.
Did we get any update in terms of some of the concerns that investors have of the time frame of being able to make these advanced chips?
Well, we definitely did get an update. We personally got an update on the relationship that it has with Samsung in particular, because going back to that earnings call last week, actually Jensen Huang called out a number of its biggest suppliers like TSMC, for instance, SK Hynix, ones that are really helping it bring those semiconductors to market, the likes of the Blackwell system, for instance. There is one notable absentee from that list, and that's Samsung, and there has been the criticism facing the company this year, and you've seen that stock market reaction where it slid nearly 30% year to date. It's off the back of the company perception that it's missing out on the AI boom, and where it really is looking to take a piece of that is in the HBM market, the high bandwidth memory market. It's an essential part of AI infrastructure. Samsung hasn't been able to get its technology or its advanced AI memory chips certified just yet. And again, on the sidelines of the event, we actually managed to ask Jensen Huang about that specifically. He did say that they're working as fast as they can to certify that memory, and they're looking at both the 8 and the 12 high HBM3E offerings in particular. So it still seems like Samsung could have a way to go here. They had actually pledged in their earnings call that they would be due in the fourth quarter, but it does seem time is running out. Certainly something that traders or analysts are watching very closely.